Crazy fan. Caitriona Balfe suddenly reveals the real reason why Outlander could end. For nearly a decade, Outlander has been one of television's most beloved series, a sweeping story of time travel, passion, and destiny that has captured millions of hearts around the world. Yet now, the magic might be coming to an end. In a shocking twist that's left fans stunned, Caitriona Balfe, the woman who is Claire Fraser, has spoken out about the one thing that could bring the entire Outlander saga to its breaking point. The revelation came unexpectedly during a fan QA event in London, where Caitriona appeared relaxed and cheerful, until a question from an emotional fan changed the tone completely. What began as a light-hearted chat quickly turned into a moment of raw honesty that no one saw coming. An unexpected outburst. The question came from a passionate, and perhaps overly intense, fan who stood up and asked, "Caitriona, please promise us that Outlander will never end. You and Sam are forever, right?" At first, Caitriona smiled politely, as she had countless times before. But then, her expression softened. She paused, took a breath, and replied quietly, "Sometimes even the greatest stories have to end, and not because we want them to, but because it's the right thing to do." The room fell silent. Fans leaned forward, hanging on every word. Caitriona continued, "There are things behind the scenes that people don't see. The pressure, the schedule, the toll it takes. Not just on us as actors, but as human beings." She went on to explain that filming Outlander for so many years has been both a blessing and a challenge. "We've lived with these characters for almost a decade. Jamie and Claire will always be part of me, but at some point, you have to ask yourself, when does the story truly end? When do you let it go?" The hidden pressure of fame. Caitriona's candidness shocked even the show's crew, who were present at the event. For years, both she and co-star Sam Heughan have been the faces of Outlander, carrying not only the emotional weight of their roles but also the immense expectations of a global fanbase. "People think it's all glamour," she said, "but it's also 12-hour days, 6 months away from home, and the constant demand to stay perfect, emotionally, physically, professionally." She admitted that there were times when she questioned whether she could continue. "There were nights I'd come home after filming, completely drained. I love Claire deeply, but sometimes playing her feels like giving a piece of myself away." The fan obsession that went too far, but it wasn't just exhaustion that made Caitriona speak out, it was something darker. She revealed that a growing number of extreme fans had crossed boundaries, blurring the line between fiction and reality. "Most fans are amazing, loving people," she said sincerely, "but a small few have become intense. They treat our characters as real people and forget that we're actors. Some even message my husband or follow my family online. That's not love, that's obsession." Her voice trembled slightly as she added, "There have been moments when I felt unsafe. It's painful, because Outlander was created out of love. And to see that love twisted into something controlling or invasive, it's heartbreaking." This revelation drew gasps from the audience. Many had no idea that behind Caitriona's composed exterior, she had been dealing with such disturbing experiences. Sam Heughan's support. When asked how co-star Sam Heughan reacted to these challenges, Caitriona smiled faintly. "Sam has always been my rock. We've been through everything together, the joy, the stress, the chaos. He's like family to me." She revealed that Sam has also faced his share of toxic fandom. People project their fantasies onto us, she said. They want Jamie and Claire to be real, and when they realize we're just people with our own lives, it can turn ugly. Sam's dealt with hate, even threats. It wears on you, despite the struggles. She emphasized their unbreakable bond. We've always protected each other. And maybe that's one of the reasons we've lasted this long. Because at the end of the day, we're a team. Future in question when pressed about whether her comments meant that Outlander was truly ending, Caitriona hesitated. It's not my decision alone, she said carefully, but I do think every story deserves a natural conclusion. The worst thing would be to drag it on until it loses its soul. Her words hit fans like a thunderclap. Could this mean that Season 8, already confirmed as the final installment, might truly mark the end? Caitriona didn't confirm or deny. Instead, she offered a bittersweet reflection. Claire's journey has taught me so much about love, strength, loss, and time. But even the strongest stories must eventually give way to new beginnings. Hollywood reacts. Within hours of the interview, Hollywood media exploded with headlines. Entertainment Weekly called her comments a raw and fearless truth. Variety described it as a rare moment of honesty. In a world obsessed with perfection, social media, meanwhile, went into a frenzy. Fans flooded Twitter and Instagram with emotional messages. Some heartbroken, others supportive. If she needs rest, she's earned it 1,000 times over, one fan wrote. Another added, Outlander can't exist without Claire. If she's ready to end it, we'll still love her forever. Caitriona's final words at the end of the Q&A. Caitriona left the crowd with one last, heartfelt message. Outlander will always be a part of me, of all of us. But maybe what makes it special is that it does end. That it reminds us that love, like time, is precious. Because it doesn't last forever. With that, she stood up, gave a small, grateful smile, and walked off stage to a standing ovation. The applause was long and thunderous, not just for Claire Fraser, but for Caitriona Balfe, the woman who had given her heart and soul to a story that changed television forever. A legacy beyond time. Whether Outlander continues or concludes, one thing is clear: Caitriona Balfe's legacy is already secure. She didn't just play a character, she became a symbol of resilience, passion, and strength for millions of fans around the world. Her honesty, even when painful, is what sets her apart. In an industry that often values silence over truth, Caitriona's courage to speak out about fame, boundaries, and burnout has once again proven why she's more than just an actress. She's a storyteller, a fighter, a woman unafraid to say what others won't. And whether Outlander ends tomorrow or continues for years to come, one thing will never change: Caitriona Balfe will always be remembered as the heart of the story, the woman who dared to live truthfully, even when the world demanded illusion.